Hello everyone, my name is Waleed Ahmed and today I'll be talking about creating React project without using Create React app. So let's start. So let's first see that what is CRA actually. So CRA is a toolbox to create the React project which was provided by Facebook, and it used to be a standard to create the React project with CRA. So if you create your project with CRA, by default you will have this structure in your project. Basically CRA includes a template as well which will add the initial files already over there, and to run this project you can use both yarn and npm. So let's move on to the next slide and see what are the pros and cons of creating project with CRA. So let's see what will happen when we create a project with the CRA. We have already seen the structure that it will add the CRA template which will add the initial files, which is good for the beginners or newbie who are like learning the React, so they just focus on the development or the coding instead of setting up the project. But if you are going to work on a project or deploy some of your project on the server, so you might need to consider these facts. Basically when we create a project with CRA, it adds a lot of unnecessary packages which we won't be using in our application mostly. That will make it bulky and slow, and like your node underscore module size will be at least 200 MB plus. But in this video, when we will be creating the project without CRA, so your node underscore module size will be just 50 MB. So yeah, let's see that. So now we are going to create a project without CRA. So before creating the project, we must know that what we require. So as our whole project is going to run in the Node environment, so it is important for you to have Node installed on your machine. And next is the Babel. So Babel is basically a compiler which converts the React code or JSX to the browser readable code or browser readable JavaScript. And next we will need the Webpack. Webpack is basically a bundler which we need to compile our files in a single file for HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And last but not least is the VS Code. It's a code editor. I use VS Code most of the developers, but if you have something else you can use that. So now we will start creating the project without using any CRA. So let's just go into the folder and open your terminal. The first command that you will run is npm init-y. It will basically initialize the package.json for your file, which contain metadata, scripts and dependencies. I'll show it later. Next we need to run the command npm install. So what this command will do is that it will basically add the required Babel packages in it. Let us check one by one. So first one is Babel core. So it will basically enable us to use the overall Babel in our project. The next one is Babel loader. So basically Babel loader is the one which basically link you with the Webpack, and Babel CLI will let you compile your files. As we talk about that, we have to when we compile any project we need a $friendly file. So now Babel preset env, it basically converts the ES6 JavaScript code or JSX code to the browser readable. And last is the preset React. So it basically converts the React code to the browser readable JavaScript code. So we are done with the Babel. Now we are going to install the Webpack packages. So first one is the Webpack. It will let us it will let our project enable to use the Webpack completely. And next is Webpack CLI. As it's clear by its name, it will let us run the Webpack commands. And next is Webpack dev server. So basically it provides a server for our development. It's like developers commonly use the node mod. So yeah, basically with Webpack dev server it works. And next we are going to install the HTML Webpack plugin. So what that plugin is do, it's basically help the Webpack to compile a single HTML file. As we initially talked in this video that when we compile the project we have single file for HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So yeah, this plugin helps the Webpack to compile a single HTML file. So now next we are going to include the React in our project. project. So basically we are going to install two packages here. One is React, other is React DOM. The React is the major package which will let us use React in our project, and React DOM basically acts as an entry point for the project where components and everything renders for the React.js. After running the above commands, we'll be creating some files. So first one is public index.html. So basically on root you will create a folder named public, and there you will add index.html. So this will be the structure, and here you will have a div with id root. And next, on the root you will create another folder src, and there you will create a file app.js, and there you will add your React component. And next one is your index.js, that will be on the root of your folder of your project, and there you will add this code. Next one is .babel rc, there you will add this configuration for babel. And next one is webpack.config.js. so basically it has multiple configuration for the webpack. We are not going in detail for it right now, but yeah, just to like overlook, if you look at this you will understand that there are some configurations related to webpack when we run our commands. The commands and creating all the files, this will be the structure of your project. Thank you for watching the video. I'll be posting my new series of video on learning React.js from 0 to hero very soon. So stay tuned with my channel.